Welcome to North High School in Lakeville, Minnesota for the home debut of the Minnesota Blizzard in their inaugural season in the National Premier Soccer League. This Tier 1 league consists of more than 100 teams across the country whose goal is to grow the sport of soccer. Owner Chad Hendricks is a Twin Cities businessman with over 30 years of coaching experience and nearly 50 years of playing and enjoying the game. The coach is Forrest Randall, a veteran of the local soccer community and a longtime coach at the Division III level in Minnesota. After a day of rain and storms and hail, the Minnesota Blizzard will entertain the Sioux Falls Thunder FC. So open up an umbrella, don't stand under a tree, or put on a parka for this historic night, the home opener for the Minnesota Blizzard. I'm Roy Koenig alongside cameraman extraordinaire Curtis Jolin, and we are getting set for the introduction of players. A moment of silence on this Memorial Day Monday to recognize those that paid the ultimate price for our nation. National anthem to be performed live here at Lakeville North, and then the game will get underway. Playing on turf is an interesting idea. I asked Coach Randall about that before the game, and he said a lot of these guys are learning the sport, getting better at the sport with college in mind, and a lot of colleges play with the artificial surface. If you talk to purists, the idea of a grass surface is, of course, the way to go, but reality is what it is, and a lot of these guys play in the MIAC. There's Gustavus players, Hamlin players, and some folks from parts even further out, but a lot of those matches are on a turf pitch, so it is not a foreign concept to these players. Playing these 6 home games that are on the docket here at Lakeville North High School will mean a large Panther head at the midfield stripe. Home games at Lakeville North and road games so far, 3 of them for the Minnesota Blizzard, have taken them to Park Center High School, where they scored first back on May 11th but ended up falling 3-2. They made a trip to Dakota Fusion and fell in that game 4-0, 2 of the goals coming in the final 10 minutes plus injury time. And in the game against Joy St. Louis Park, it was a 3-2 loss. So 2 one-goal losses, and then the 4-0 loss, 4-0 loss, is how the season has unfolded thus far for the Blizzard. Only 1 game has been played to this point for Sioux Falls, so they say, yeah, things are going fine. They are 1 draw, a 1-1 tie May 22nd against Joy St. Louis Park. The National Premier Soccer League is a Tier 1 national league, and in the month of February they made the press release announcement of being thrilled to announce that the Minnesota Blizzard in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area would join the league as an expansion team. The director of membership development said they will be a great addition to the league and Midwest region. Their ownership has a strong and successful business background as well as extensive experience in the soccer world. And Chad Hendricks commented that we will grow the club from the ground up and build a place in our South Metro community. My philosophy as a player and coach was to always be the best teammate possible. We will focus on being great teammates on the pitch, in our front office, and in our community. And the walk-up taking place right now. Minnesota Thunder are in the dark uniforms with the white numbers. Blue is one of their colors, however. Just going with the dark uniforms today, the black uniforms. White uniforms with the black and orange trim for the Thunder. Starters for the Thunder include number 2, Josiah Trimble, number 9, Owen Rutledge, number 19, Eric Beltran, number 21, Colin Burke, number 22, Stephen Iodola, number 27, Alex Kohler, number 28, Ben Schoenher, number 29, Tyson Reitzma, number 30, Nick North, number 43, Ethan Glissendorf, and number 99, Jack Howard. Assistant coach is Nico Reinhardt, head coach John Hockery, the Thunder of Sioux Falls. And the starting lineup for the home opener for the Minnesota Blizzard. Number 1, John Terry Broughton. Number 3, Jaden Weffel. Number 5, Max Just. Number 9, Leo Runstad. Number 12 is Josh Anderson. Number 13, Ashton Hostler. Number 15, Chris Tiakolov. Number 16, Ashton Frost. Number 25, Reed Wolf. Number 29, Giovanni Cascone. And number 77, between the pipes, is Shea Wirt. Assistant coach is Jason Obarski, and the head coach for the Minnesota Blizzard is Forrest Randall.
Memorial Day holiday, we'd like to take a moment of silence to honor our service members who have lost their lives for our country. Thank you. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag, as our national anthem will be performed by Olivia Anselman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare kept on bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Olivia Anselman on the national anthem here this evening for this home opener for the Minnesota Blizzard. And the ball kids that are out there include Eleanor Anderson, Capri Bickle, Mika Brum, Harper Duff, Scout Graydon, Avery McCain, Skylar McCain, Lucy Siri, Sabrina So, Selena So, Arya Spanbauer, and Shaylin Thomas. Those are the ball kids. There's also a special guest on hand today from Lakeville, an individual who played soccer here in Lakeville, now plays for an MLS team, and that is Loic Masanvi. He's here, but he's signing some autographs at halftime. The Thunder, one draw on the season, and the Minnesota Blizzard, 3 losses, 2 of them, however, by a single goal. The Fusion are off to the good start at 2-1. Duluth, who won the North Division last year, 2-1-1 their record at this point. And the Fusion leading in the league, a team that the Blizzard played and fell to by a 4-0 score.
Soccer fans, it's time for the kickoff for the Minnesota Blizzard FC.
Thunder will get the ball initially here and go from right to left. Thunder in the white, the Blizzard in the dark. 45-minute halves. Clock runs continuous. Injury time will be added on the pitch. Waiting for all of the officials to get into position. Couple of players for the Blizzard hopping around, trying to get loose, stay loose. Stormy day in Minnesota today. Very nice weather right now, though. Temp in the 60-ish range. 60s. What do we got for a temperature there? You have it on your phone, Curtis? Did have some big weather move through earlier. Some thunder moved through here already. No blizzards today, but certainly some thunder. And even some hail, I was told, in the Lakeville area. Oh, so 57 degrees will be our game time temperature. Probably call it a mostly cloudy sky, but as you can see, there is some sun splashing across the pitch, and we're underway. So the Thunder only playing in their second game. Thunder ended up finishing toward the bottom of the league last season, had just one win. They do return a number of players off of that club. So they've got some experience. Bursting up the right side is Kohler. And it looked like Cascone broke up that play a bit. Some transition here for the Blizzard. Player slips up on the turf. Turf might be a little wet from having a lot of rain today, and one player did slip down, but he's back to his feet. Let's see. Yep, that clock is working on there, so that's a good thing to know. Counting up, as is traditional in soccer. Those used to the high school game don't see the clock count up, but these players are pretty much done with high school. Burke dribbles it, gets into a tight quarter, and his pass was deflected by Hostler, and now Broughton works with it, and it is out. Number 99, Jack Howard in goal at one end. Number 77, Shea Wirt in goal at the other end. Driving that ball forward, Wolf, and we've got an offside whistle. Sioux Falls Thunder, Minnesota Blizzard, first ever meeting now between the two, as the Blizzard have seen the Twin Stars up at Park Center, Dakota Fusion, and Joy St. Louis Park. Good pass ahead, trying to slip past it. Getting back there was Teokolov, and it looks like a foul whistled against Sioux Falls. So the Blizzard get the restart. Blizzard scored first in their first game. Stay Blizzard ball. Pretty warm night up at Park Center High School. The sun was blazing that afternoon. And Blizzard had a number of great chances, got on the board first, ultimately fell 3-2. And this one will belong to the Blizzard. Chad Hendricks, owner of the team, said the league is growing very fast. All these things made it an easy decision to join the league as far as the way they support the teams and their philosophy of providing members with a sustainable business model and professionally managed soccer platform. Through the middle of the pitch, this will stay Blizzard ball. Got the ball, kids, running around the outside track here at Lakeville North to keep the game flowing. Teokolov needs a soccer ball. He tosses it in. Little bit of manhandling there by Glissendorf, but I believe it works out into the Blizzard favor anyway. Once again, Teokolov to throw it in. And this one goes out off of the Blizzard. Beltran, good job defensively, ended up forcing that ball to just come off Frost as he took that Inbound from the touchline. Lobbed ahead back there defensively is Iodala. And working through the middle third. Almost turned over to Anderson. Anderson, he's out of Illinois, but plays at Gustavus College in St. Peter, Minnesota. Not much more than an hour and 15 minutes from here, I don't believe. Several players on this Blizzard team are right now Gusties, members of Gustavus. Some Hamlin players and some folks from some other points as well. We'll make mention as time goes on. Shea Wirt, for instance, Buffalo State University, where he's a junior. He's turned in some good numbers in goal. He's wearing the light blue threads today as the keeper for the Blizzard. So the clock counts up. We're going to 45 minutes plus any injury time. Anderson on that far wing gets the ball ahead. Looking for a cross opportunity. Right there. The kick is blocked. And now turned over. So a nice little opportunity for the Blizzard. A little too much traffic. Weffel trying to get his foot in the way of a ball. It still got on through. There's Iodella, and he's going to drop that one back to Howard. Oh, and we've got an injured player. An injured player on that far sideline. He ended up going down. That's Trimble, Josiah Trimble. He is one of the returners for this Sioux Falls team. And just as play was about to resume, he ends up going down. X Hydration, the official sports drink and kit sponsor of the Minnesota Blizzard FC. Check out their Arctic Blast flavors, sold at home games and at Hy-Vee very soon. That's X Hydration. So injured player being tended to. The clock does continue to run. Injury time will just be added. And looks like some sort of a hip issue. He's got his hand on his left hip as he tries to work his leg around. He does stay in the match. That's Trimble. Sioux Falls does have the names on the backs of their jerseys. This comes back to Howard. He'll just chip it forward. It was given him by a teammate. Headed the other way. Good elevation by Wolf. And then fighting for control of it is Just real familiar to the area, a Lakeville South guy. Of course, now playing here at Lakeville North, the home of the Blizzard. Kohler for the Thunder, worked it on a give and go back to him. It was too strong. Coscone forces it out off of the Thunder player, so a Blizzard throw-in. At halftime, we look forward to getting a few thoughts in our luxurious broadcast booth with Logan Thompson, who is out injured. He's from Tennessee, a member of the Blizzard, so opportunity to visit with that young man a little bit, and also an interview from pregame with Forrest Randall, the coach for the Minnesota Blizzard. That'll be part of our halftime report here on Game Time Media coverage and production of the Minnesota Blizzard. 6 home games, June and July after this May date, lobbed over the head of Broughton. And Broughton slows down. He scored twice in the most recent game, but he's outmaneuvered there by Gisseldorf. Little spinorama by Iodella. And he'll return that to Howard. So Howard in that orange, which is one of the main colors of the Thunder. Orange and black trim on these white uniforms. Black, the color today for the Minnesota Blizzard, although blue is one of their options when it comes to their apparel. Kind of a navy blue. There's a pass threaded forward. Nice job by Teokolov to break that up. Now this one comes all the way through, and that will be the first time that Shea Wirt touches the ball. Wirt had 5 shutouts while playing for Buffalo State University last fall. A junior there. Navigating through the middle third, turned over to Rutledge. And whistle, the foul is against the Blizzard. Play continues on with a kick wide. Meanwhile, was it Just who was down on the pitch during that whole exchange afterward? And this results in a corner kick. First corner will belong to Sioux Falls. Lining it up is Kohler, Alex Kohler. New to the team this year for the Thunder. One player is in deep at right the middle, looking back post, headed wide. This will be a goal kick. Goal kick for the Blizzard. And Shea Wirt will just roll that one over to Reed Wolf. He comes out of Rosemount, another Gustavus guy. I admit I need to check out my research on Gustavus men's soccer, but the Gusties in general are pretty good in many sports. Women's hockey champions last winter, not this past one, but the one before. So very strong athletics program, certainly with Gustavus. This one should belong to the Thunder. Last touched by Ashton Frost. Back to Howard. The one goal that was scored for the Thunder as they get a rush ahead, but Wirt steps forward on it. The one goal that was scored for the Thunder in their one draw of the season as a player not in the lineup today, I don't believe is on their current roster, Iawalu, but not on the current roster that I was given today. Howard plays this one forward. Now Frost bursts ahead. Frost sets it up, kicks. Oh, what a save. Oh, goodness, what an opportunity. It was just on the opportunity. Max Just with a great chance. And Howard steps out and makes a big, big save. Got to find that ball for the lose a little momentum here. Finding the soccer ball, but we're ready to go. About 11 minutes into a 45-minute first half, running time. And that ball will be lofted over here to the weak side. A lot of communication on where to go with it. They go back to Howard, who has to play it with his feet. Drives that forward. Nice. Well, not so nice heading that. He kind of misfired on it a little. Trimble, good to see him up and around and looking pretty good. So a throw in for the Blizzard on the offensive half. Into a bit of traffic. Got the pass out of there, but just too many white shirts. Now a steal back in favor of the Blizzard. Frost rolls that over. Oh, what a good hustle by Tiakolov. Driven forward. Howard is going to get to this one first, but he's outside the 18, so he had to play it with something other than his hands. Tiakolov marked up there and forced free. He sticks with it, but enough Thunder players to, okay, so yeah, get on the. All right, we're back. We remain 0-0, 28 minutes in. Some technical snafus and what have you. And we'll get that, 0-0 remains our score. And we'll put that up there. You got your Blizzard. Oh, the clock is going to have to be adjusted. Fix that for you here as well. All right, first half. Get that clock fixed hopefully for you in a couple of minutes. But otherwise, we remain 0-0. Don't know if we even missed a corner during that time that we were in Never Never Land. The Thunder in white, Sioux Falls, here in Lakeville, playing the Blizzard in their home opener. 45-minute halves, and we're more than halfway through the first half. A through pass, and coming through the middle third, lobbed ahead, little bit behind Reitzma, and then he crosses it. Bouncing ball that Wirt will go up and get, lose the ball on the turf, but scramble for it. Number 77 covers up on it to avert disaster. All right, we'll fire up the clock again. The clock has caught up to where we are at. Just when it looked like the Blizzard might get a little run, just gets run over, appeals for a call. Ball got a little front, Tikolov. And now that ball is back to Ayodele. Patiently waiting on that far wing, and then a return to Howard. The Thunder go through their keeper quite a bit to get themselves organized. And then look to start it forward. We'll see if the level of attack by the Blizzard picks up a bit. Rolled over to Kohler. Back to him from Glissendorf. Powered on through. Fired ahead on the right side, but too strong for Trimble, and that will be turned over and belong once again to the Blizzard. Blizzard in some tight quarters, up the far wing, goes out to the bench of the Thunder, and a throw in for Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls, just their first game of the season, fourth game of the season for the Blizzard. First season for the Blizzard in this National Premier Soccer League. Over 100 teams across the country, well-known league. We'll hear from Coach Randall at halftime. Had a little foul there, a little grabbing. But yeah, a league that the players are familiar with. A couple of these guys are from out of state, and when they saw that Lakeville and the Twin Cities area would have a team, they reached out to Coach Randall, and he did some of his scouting and recruiting through some video, besides the Minnesota players that he was able to find out about through connections to pull this team together in kind of short order, or at least maybe a little bit less time than would be ideal. Ayodele to his outside. That went up to Kohler for a moment. Thunder just trying to maintain possession, but having trouble getting it up to the half line, let alone getting an attack going. 33rd minute of this first half. Cut down was the defender, Burke, and he goes back to Howard, now up to Rutledge. Once again, Howard comes into play. Weffel was in the vicinity, but not close enough to put a threat on the keeper. And Sioux Falls loses it out over the touchline right in front of the Blizzard bench. Injured player for the Blizzard and scratched today out of Tennessee is Logan Thompson, and the hope is that Logan will make his way up to the press box for a little halftime chat. Now a foot race is on, but tell you what, Howard not afraid to step out of the 18 box. And then a little game of piggyback as the Blizzard player hops on his back. Howard able to wait for that one to roll into the box in order to touch it. Good pass, developing a chance, threaded through, and Wirt will be the first one to it. Comes sliding out to grab it. Anderson in front of him was providing a little bit of interference in case any Thunder player was going to make a strong effort at that loose ball. This one comes ahead to Tiakolov. Foul on the Thunder. And a restart for the Blizzard. He's going to leave that one for Wolf. Blizzard have had a couple of dandy scoring chances today. One corner kick is what Sioux Falls has had thus far. Wolf threads that one through. Now it comes to Weffel. Tapped back to Yakolov. And then turned over in the middle. Good pass. This is Shaneher. Shaneher, left foot, backside, and it is high. A goal kick for the Blizzard, and that one went high. Off the head of Nick North. So a fantastic opportunity for Sioux Falls to try and strike first here in the latter stages of this opening half. 35 minutes in. And the goal kick opportunity will be taken by Shaywert. Headed right back. Back and forth they go. And the Thunder get possession now. And then spread out a little. Good step around by Gisseldorf. But now loose ball, the race to it. Nice big stride by Iodele. And taps it back to Howard. He chips it to Rutledge. And through the defensive third, the Thunder will start a march forward. Big pass that time, overshot his man, a couple of bounces to Wirt, and he will grab it. Shea Wirt out of Overland Park, Kansas, junior at Buffalo State University. And that ends up being turned over. Burke gets to the ball, spins away from Hamed. And the Thunder will once again retreat to their starting point, bringing in Jack Howard into the play. And Howard comes over here to Gisseldorf. Little touch pass. This is turned over. Frost works it to Hamed. And now the Blizzard get a little opportunity here. Diakolov back just. Cascone. As the Blizzard turn it over after a series of about 4 or 5 passes. Reitzma unloaded it. And now to the outside, Rutledge hustling to it. Rutledge marked up by Tiakolov. Rutledge, great job dribbling. And then I think he meant to hand that off, tap it over to a teammate, turned over there. Transition time for the Blizzard. Pass ahead, that one is led up to Hostler. He goes backside Hamed. Hamed, left foot, right foot, bumped around, centered. Hostler, shot, goal for the Blizzard. Ashton Hostler puts him on the board. Hostler on the goal in the, I think it's the 39th minute because the clock just ticked over. 38th or 39th minute. Hostler. Hamed may have an assist on that one. And the Blizzard.
For your Minnesota Blizzard FC, number 13, Ashton Hostler.
Hostler.
Number 10, Anwar Hamed.
Yep, and throw Hamed there for an assist. Nice go between the two. And then Hostler had that open opportunity, and you can't miss there. 1-0 Blizzard. Yeah, nice little grouping of people. Nice little crowd here at Lakeville North in the home opener for the Blizzard. 4th game of the season for Minnesota. See what that goal does to change the momentum. The possession time has been in favor of the Thunder. But certainly some good inspiration now for the Blizzard. Here the Thunder try to answer. That pass was blocked. Pass/shot might have been blocked by Hostler. No. It was, I think it was blocked by Wolf, actually. Hostler's a striker up further. Oh, we've got a yellow. Yellow was issued, but I'm not sure which player. You know, I take back the fact that the names are on the backs of the jerseys. It actually says Thunder on the backs of the jerseys. I said their names were on the back.
And the Thunder's number 27 has Kohler.
So it's, I think they said number 27, Kohler. Yeah, they're saying Kohler for Sioux Falls on the yellow. And that comes in the 41st minute. 1-0 Blizzard. Down in the final 5 minutes plus injury time of the first half. Batted forward for Hamed. Hamed was offside is the indication. So swing it on back to the Thunder. Hey, I don't know if this announcement got on. We had that technical glitch a few minutes ago, but Chef Neal's Healthy Meals. Great healthy food options with delivery. Check them out on their website and use the promo code SOCCER10 for a 10% discount on all orders. And how about Holiday Inn in Lakeville, the official hotel of the Minnesota Blizzard FC? Thunder. Cross it. Headed. And then kind of outside foot to the corner. Spin move over there by North. Comes out to Rutledge. And now Burke. Some contact, whistle. This will mean a free kick. Pretty far out, but it does allow the Thunder to run a set play. Not going to take a lot of time on this. Chip to the back door, just pushed away, resulting in a corner kick. This will be the second corner for Sioux Falls. And I don't believe, unless it happened during our little snafu, don't believe that the Blizzard have had a corner kick yet. It's Rutledge who is going to put his left foot on the ball. And the referee wants to get people situated and avoid too much hand checking. So he goes in there to share his thoughts. And Rutledge will kick. Rutledge puts his arms in the air, left foot to the middle. Wirt goes up high and punches it away. Then a try, that's headed away. Try from out top was headed away, and that is going to come all the way out just past center line. Now they find a man in deep. The Thunder do. Spinning around is Beltran. And this is going to result in a corner kick for the Thunder, so they get their third corner. We're down inside, a couple of minutes left in the first half, plus injury time. There'll be probably a couple of minutes of injury time. Again, Wirt punches it out. Someone's waiting out top, and then trying to recenter it to Trimble. That gets broken up. Transition time here for the Blizzard, but Weffel loses the ball. Now it's Kohler, and that one is rolled right in on Wirt. They keep the injury time on the field past the 45-minute mark when that hits for the game. And I don't know that they will let us know how much time there is, but there'll be at least a couple of minutes, but probably not a lot more. Tiakolov. That ball is lost to Rutledge. Rutledge swings it ahead to Reitzma. Reitzma gets a little bit of breathing room. Trying to come on the backside here for Shaneher. That's broken up. Now Rutledge Drops it off for Kohler. Kohler playing with a yellow. Fired forward. That is a little bit behind North and will be a goal kick now for the Blizzard. Time is going to hit the 45-minute mark here shortly. But we will continue to play until the officials tell us the half is over. 1-0 Blizzard with the lead. A goal in the 39th minute by Hostler from Hamed. So we're now into injury time. This is going to belong to Sioux Falls. Comes into Kohler. Reitzma. That's going to bounce over and be a goal kick. Wirt doesn't need to be in a hurry, really. Low line drive. Ooh, there's a little shove in there at mid-field. And I think the officials did pick that up. Foul whistled against the Thunder. I thought it was. And he's going to call it good. So just a minute of injury time is all they added there. And we get into our 15-minute halftime period at this stage. The Unparalleled Group, the official security company for Minnesota Blizzard FC. Cannaday Bloom. Cannaday Bloom Wealth and Solutions is committed to helping you succeed. The ways they can help are based on experience, not quick wins or fads. Give them a call to discuss how they can be of service and a help to you. I believe and I hope that we will have a chance to chat with Logan Thompson out of Tennessee here at halftime. But with the Minnesota Blizzard up 1-0 until Logan makes his way up to the press box facility, I'm going to bring you a few comments from Coach Forrest Randall as we chatted before today's game.
All right, well, Coach, what do you like about this league? It's an exciting league. It's built for players kind of prepping for their college seasons and or prepping for getting looks for the professional leagues. Yeah, it's just a great opportunity to work with high-level players and help them achieve where they're trying to go.
I'm sure it'd take a long time to give a full answer, but how do you assemble an inaugural team, starting from scratch?
Yeah, so we started a little bit late, later than normal. But really it was just, working some connections with local college coaches, promoting they all know the league. So it's really just a matter of telling them what we're about and getting them there at a tryout. And then from there we had a bunch of ID sessions, just kind of building the roster a little bit slower. We also did add 6 players, I believe, from out of state that had emailed. So that was all about reviewing video, asking questions about kind of what they're looking for and building from there.
Do you have some players that have played in the league before?
Yeah, we have, can't name them all right away, but yeah, we have several players that have played at this level, if not in the league already. Yeah.
What do you like about the potential of your team in getting to know your players here over the last month or two?
Yeah, it's been a learning lesson for us. Obviously, starting 0-3 wasn't ideal, but we've been progressively getting better and better. It's a young team. That's the biggest piece that we're trying to not only learn about each other, but just learning, how to cut it with people that have been in the league for quite a bit.
To have a couple of games, you only lost by 1 goal, and I think you scored first in the game up at Park. Mm-hmm. You've been right there, it seems like.
Yep. Yeah, we've been in the games. Honestly, if you look at the score sheets, it's about the 80th minute on that we need to focus on. At the last game, we let in 2 goals after the 80th minute, which really put us down 3-1. We came back 3-2. So it's really just about, going all 90 or 90 plus and staying focused.
So is that what players that are new to this league need to learn about, kind of the grind of a 90-minute game?
Yeah, I think it's, I think they know how to do it. I think it's a matter of, for these younger players, reminding them coming off of their fall seasons. There's a big distance between their fall seasons and now. So it's kind of getting back into that mentality of, hey, this is plan for 110 minutes or more with all that added time and whatever else you got going on. And yeah, it's really just a reminder. It was a brutal reminder in a way, but we'll get there.
All right, 2 more questions for you. Soccer on turf, do you like it, or how does that change the game from some of these players that may be used to grass?
I would say that a very vast majority of college programs are playing on turf these days.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything better than a very well manicured grass pitch. Nothing beats that, in my opinion. But there's a lot of familiarity for these guys coming off their college programs.
And a little bit about yourself. What's your background?
From Lakeville. Grew up playing soccer in this area. I actually had to make a decision going into college to do soccer or track, and I chose track at the time. So I went up and played at Minnesota Duluth, and then I was on the men's club team there for soccer. So track collegiately, and then on the men's club team up at Duluth. Yeah.
Forrest, thanks for your time. Good luck in the game.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Forrest Randall is the coach for the Minnesota Blizzard, who are up 1-0 at the half. Want to say thanks to the sponsors, including Subway by McStop, official post-game fuel for the Blizzard. Get a sub at the Blizzard game concession stand as well. Eat fresh. And Christian Brothers, great automotive services. Check them out at their Lakeville location or their 3 other locations in the metro. Pleasure to, well, maybe not really a pleasure because, Logan, you wish you were out there playing. But I'll enjoy the chance to chat with you a little bit. Logan Thompson comes here from Tennessee. Unfortunately, you've got a contraption around your left leg, left knee. How you doing in recovery?
Yeah, it's been kind of an unfortunate event. The first game of the season, I kind of slid into the post kind of wrong and cut my knee open pretty bad. Had a few stitches, but yeah, it's going great. I'm starting to walk again. Hopefully within the next week or 2, I can maybe start running again and get out there as soon as possible.
Okay, so a good chance of getting back onto the field this season?
For sure, yeah. We have 12 games so far in the total season, so I should have at least 5 or 6 hopefully to play. So maybe half a season. So really thankful for that.
When the injury occurred in just that season opening game, I know it was ultimately a 3-2 loss. The Blizzard scored first. You guys were developing and creating some chances. Was that first game feeling good? Yeah,
we knew coming up here, being a new team in the NPSL. Every game we have a chip on our shoulder. Every team everybody expects us to lose because we're brand new, and we knew that going into the game we had something to prove to everybody, and we came out really strong the first 15-20 minutes, ended up getting a goal. And yeah, an unfortunate event. We let in a few silly goals. We'll learn from them. And unfortunate, obviously getting hurt, but that's how the sport works, and that's why we love it.
How did you end up here in Minnesota from Tennessee?
So so Chad Hendricks, the owner of the club, I got in touch with him via email, and he given me the opportunity. Very thankful for him. Just came up here for a tryout end of March, and Coach Forrest, gave me an opportunity to play, and that was a big goal of mine this summer, is to play semi-professional here in the NPSL. So I can't thank Chad and Coach Forrest enough for giving me an opportunity to play here. So,
what was the weather like when you came up to Minnesota from Tennessee? Sometimes we get winter up here.
Yeah, so it was kind of funny when I came up for my tryout. It was still snowing up here. Apparently, you guys got about 12 inches or so. The week before, a big snowstorm. So. It was, my family, they're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so kind of not similar climate, but close enough. But I do well with the cold, so I really don't mind it. But yeah, the weather has been absolutely amazing since I've been here this summer. Beautiful, mid 70s, low 80s. Can't complain at all. I love it.
What is your soccer background? When did you get started playing? High school, college, where are you at?
Yeah, so I started playing when I was about 4 or 5 years old. My parents put me in club soccer. That's kind of like a big thing here in the States. Grew up playing in and around the Memphis area, playing club soccer, and I went to Arlington High School, graduated there in 2021, and I am still in college. I play college at Tennessee Wesleyan University. They're part of the NAIA We play in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. I'm a senior, so I got one more semester after this. So, yeah, we've had a great 3 years. We've been very thankful for a great successful program. And yeah, I always knew I wanted to play at the highest level in college, and I'm thankful for that opportunity as well. So yeah.
What are goals of yours? You're coming up here to play on this team here in Minnesota. You're going to be a senior for Tennessee Wesleyan. What is the goal for you? Why are you here? What's kind of the long-term picture, or is this just to get better for college next fall?
Yeah, so it's kind of both. Honestly, the NPSL and these summer leagues, they're obviously mainly to get you ready for your college season. But I'm a big guy on looking in the future and looking ahead of things. So obviously, if an opportunity comes this way to maybe get a professional practice in or an opportunity somewhere, I'm always looking for something like that. But yeah, so far, I know playing in this league, a lot of players in the past have gone professionally. So that's obviously something to keep in the back of my mind. And yeah, just to obviously get some more game film and content, and just the experience, I think, is really, really well. This conference is very high level, and that's why I came up here in the summer, because I knew this conference was really high. I've been watching teams for the last 3 or 4 years, and it's a very high level, so I'm very excited.
For some folks around here, this may be a new league to them and to the area, but you're saying you were familiar with it, you knew about this league. What is this league in your mind?
Yeah, so I've had teammates in the past play for other teams in this conference. And just watching them over the summer, it kind of gives you a kind of spark and inspiration to, maybe I can do this as well. And that was kind of like a big thing for me, is I talked to some of my old college teammates, and they're like, yeah, maybe you should try to reach out, player of the summer, because I wasn't really thinking about it until maybe about a year or so ago. And then that was kind of a big thing. I started sending out emails and getting a hold of coaches. And yeah, like it's such a great experience, because you're obviously learning a lot of guys from all over the U.S. and just getting to play the sport that you love every single day.
How about being away from home, being hours away from home? How has that been?
Yeah, so obviously being in college, I'm already about 6 or 7 hours away from home on the other side of the state of Tennessee. So, and my parents, I can't thank them enough. They've been my number one background and support for me. So they said, go with whatever you feel in your heart, and that this was kind of the big opportunity, and they've been really excited for me, and they're very thankful for this opportunity as well. And they're actually going to come up for maybe a game or two in the next few weeks, so I'm excited for that as well.
You got to get healthy then pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Yeah, I told them definitely don't want to come up when I'm still having this brace on my knee. So yeah, hopefully within the next week or two I can start running and jogging again, and then just go from there.
Did you do other sports? Were you a multi-sport guy?
Yeah, I did. I did a little bit of t-ball when I was younger. I'm very good at bowling, I guess, if you consider that a sport. But yeah, soccer has really been kind of the main thing that I've stuck with ever since I was a little kid. So.
And at school, what are you studying? What's your major, and how's school going?
Yeah, so I'm doing a major in sports management, and I'm doing a minor in business. So our school is very well known for the business side of studies, and I've luckily enough got an opportunity back home in Memphis to coach at my high school that I graduated, and as long as the club that I played for. So very, very thankful for that opportunity as well.
All right, Logan, where's number 7 when you're healthy and out on the pitch? And, look forward to seeing you a little later on this spring or summer out there representing the Blizzard.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks again, guys.
All right, thank you, Logan. Thank you very much for coming up. We'll let you get downstairs. Moving around pretty good with despite having the contraption or the brace that he has on his left leg. I'm going to hand this back to Curtis to reestablish our crowd microphone, and I'm back on the other microphone. Oh, it sounds different in my head. But Logan, yeah, getting along pretty good with that, and hopefully on the field here pretty soon. I did have a chance to see that opening game against the Twin Stars up at Park Center High School, and they were developing some nice scoring chances. Got the lead. Eventually lost 3-2, but a nice game. Nice inaugural first ever game for the Blizzard. And now they're sitting on a 1-0 advantage. Looks like the clock on my screen has defaulted to the halftime countdown. That's why the clock is doing what it's doing there. Blizzard up 1-0, a goal in the 39th minute by Hostler. His first for the Blizzard, and Hamed on the assist. 1-0 Blizzard at the half. Schmitty Sons, the official away game transportation for the Minnesota Blizzard FC. And Emagine Theatres have fun at the movies this summer at one of the 9 Metro Imagine locations. Love going to the one in Lakeville. Seeing a lot of movies there over time. Ball kids at today's game, they helped at the introduction of the team and then have been providing the balls on the out-of-bounds plays. Shaylene Thomas, Elena So, Lucy Siri, Avery McCain, Harper Duff, Capri Bickle, Eleanor Anderson, Micah Brum, Scout Graydon, Skylar McCain, Sabrina So, and Arya Spanbauer. Big thanks to Chad Hendricks. He was able to swing the player interview here at halftime with Logan and checked with the Coach Randall, for an opportunity to get a brief interview with him before tonight's match. Chad Hendricks, born and raised in Minnesota. Goal of owning his own soccer club is where he's at, sharing the passion for the sport that he's played for almost 50 years. Has many years of experience managing amateur teams in the Minnesota Amateur Soccer League and Minnesota Recreational Soccer League. The Blizzard, established in 2023, laying the foundation beforehand, were the Wolverines FC, the Storm, and most recently Lakeville United. These teams play in the 2 Minnesota Amateur Soccer Associations that I just mentioned, the MASL and the MRSL. Lakeville United will rebrand to form a reserve squad for the Blizzard. And by the way, haven't really talked about this much, but it's an offshoot, a part of the whole Blizzard family, is a Blizzard team in the MASL 2. So the indoor league as well, and that's more of a winter league. And we'll tell you more about that at another time. The Major Arena Soccer League, which will play its home games at the Warner Coliseum on the State Fairgrounds in St. Paul. And that indoor soccer, or Major Arena Soccer, that is a different beast, to say the least. Hey there, how you doing? Mary Alice walking by, kind of an acquaintance and someone who knows Chad, and she and I connected on this soccer opportunity. Hey, how are you? Her son in the front office, so to speak, here, helping with the stats in the press box here as well, Bryce. So 1-0 Blizzard. Let's see, is all this going to update on here? Want to get our scoreboard looking pretty accurate. We'll go second half. And the clock will count up. Blizzard 1-0 over the Thunder. Hamed starts on the near wing right below us, our broadcast location. Roy and Curtis bringing this to you through Game Time Media. A little bit of sunshine coming in from our left-hand side as well as we get that sunset, probably a pretty nice-looking sunset on what has been a stormy day. So the Thunder with a toss in. And that whistle will go against the Blizzard. A little pressure being put on. Whoop. And Howard will come out to play this one. Strays quite a bit more than Shea Wirt does, as you can tell. He's around the back half, back third a lot. And Ayodele will throw it in. Right back to him. Howard plays a little catch. Hearing a lot of instruction on where they want to go with the ball, and then, boy, player for each team kind of missed on that one. Trimble guides it back to Howard once again. Playing through the middle third. That pass was deflected. Pretty sure Runestad blocked that. Runestad out of Northfield. He's a Gustavus Adolphus soccer player as well. That's tossed into Burke, Colin Burke. Broughton was working on it for a moment there in congestion. Now, Broughton had a monster game in the contest against Joy St. Louis Park. He had both goals in a 3-2 loss for the Blizzard. In today's game, it's Hostler who has put the Blizzard on the board, that time forcing the issue a little bit on Howard, but Howard guided it away. And the Thunder coming up and trying to get past that midfield stripe. Ayodele. He's got some long strides, powerful kick. Slipped off his teammate. Anderson gets it back to Wirt. Fires it up in the air. Ayodele puts it in, kind of top of the box area, and turning and knocking that forward. And this will be Ayodele again, and once again Howard will come into play. So a couple minutes through the second half. Blizzard was kind of a transition goal of sorts as Hamed and Hostler worked well on the ball and found Hostler in front on his own and was able to beat Howard to get that goal late in the first half. Ayodele. And Howard. Blizzard haven't forced it too much with him, and the last couple of times Hostler has at least been in the same area, guiding that pass through to Schoenherr. Then a little fake and just a rollback. And that'll be turned over. See if the Blizzard, who haven't had long possessions, and another example of that right there. Do not have the ball all that long a time. Hamed. Appealing for the ball, but Ayodele will throw it in. And back to Howard. Hostler chases him down a little bit. Howard has to play with his feet that time, getting the kick from his teammate. Soccer players out there are familiar with this league, most certainly, even if the NPSL is new to some Minnesota soccer fans, although there are several Minnesota teams. But as we heard from Logan Thompson, he's had buddies and teammates that have played in the league and have encouraged him to do so. Unfortunately, suffered apparently a cut to his knee, he described it as, during that opening game at Park against the Twin Stars. That was real sad to see him go down, not knowing at the time what the injury was, except that it was pretty impactful. There's a race to the ball. Howard out real far, swings it over and hustles back because now it's going to be a Blizzard throw-in right in front of their own bench. And Blizzard will actually win control of it, lose it out, and this is going to go back over to the Thunder now. A couple of days ago were the previous set of games. On Saturday, actually, the Blizzard lost 3-2 to Joy St. Louis Park. Siouxland, a 2-1 winner over the Twin Stars. And Dakota Fusion beat Duluth in a battle of the top two teams in the North Division. So the Fusion improving to 2 wins and a draw. Duluth has 2 wins, a draw, and a loss after the loss to the Fusion just 2 days ago, 3-1. This is the only game today, and then there's Wednesday games with the Fusion at Siouxland and Duluth FC at the Twin Stars up at Park Center in the North Metro. So those are the 2 games on Wednesday. Inbound for Sioux Falls. He'll drop that one back to Kohler. Nice anticipation, a steal, a turnover, but then turned right back over, and Burke will lob it back to Howard. And he has to chase it down himself a little bit. There's a turnover, quick little touch pass. Hostler trying to fire it forward, but a good intercept. Great job there on intercepting the ball by Kohler. On Saturday, June 1st, it will be Duluth at Sioux Falls, Siouxland at Twin Stars, and Joy St. Louis Park at Dakota, which I believe is in the Moorhead area. Next game for the Blizzard after today is June 8th, and they will be at Siouxland United FC on June 8th. So that'll be a week from Saturday. 2 games this weekend and then a little bit of a break for the Blizzard. To Hamed. Hamed had the assist on the goal. Ball gets bumped away by Trimble. Should stay Blizzard ball. Hamed throws it in, and kind of overrunning it a bit was Tiakolov, and turned over to the Thunder. And there's a ball turned over to Anderson, but whistle will give the ball to Sioux Falls. And a foul on the Blizzard. Howard is awfully close to the center stripe. Just a high percentage of what Sioux Falls does, whistle against Hostler. And that does not seem to be the right place to restart. A high percentage of what Sioux Falls does involves Howard, who is right now only 10 yards from the midfield stripe. Now he's less than that. It's just amazing. Dribbling forward is Burke. Oh, and a dive by Wirt. Goal kick. He did not need to get his hands on that. So that is a goal kick for the Blizzard. Chick-fil-A, Apple Valley. Remember that tomorrow from 4 to 8, come on down to Apple Valley Chick-fil-A for Blizzard Night. Place an order in their app, and you support Minnesota Blizzard FC. That's Chick-fil-A in Apple Valley tomorrow, 4 till 8 p.m. Love the Chick-fil-A regular chicken sandwich. Great to have Chick-fil-A as a sponsor. Couple of headers, throw in one more. A little jostling for position between Frost and Ayodele. Blizzard are putting a little bit more pressure on Howard all the time with as much as they get the ball to him. Ahead to Trimble. Trimble guided that pass over to Reitzma. Reitzma fights for it and keeps possession. We're in the 10th minute of the second half. 45-minute halves running time. There was just a minute of injury time after the first half. There was just the one player fairly early in the first half that had a little trouble getting up for what was able to continue Rutledge for Sioux Falls, so the referee didn't see the need to put a lot of injury time on. We've got a yellow. And who is this yellow on? Did he point to Rutledge? Or is he talking to a member of the Blizzard? I think they'll communicate that to us here in the press box, and we'll get that note for you in just a moment. Comes in the 55th minute. So we'll see the announcement on who that is. Seems like the ball went to the Thunder right away, so this might be a yellow on the member of the Blizzard, but I couldn't tell who he indicated it was on. Haven't heard the public address announce it, so we'll wait and see. It's our second yellow of the game overall. Blizzard come to the near wing Anderson. He'll drop it back. Again, the Blizzard working on some possession time. Now they tie in Shea Wirt. He goes for the long kicks. Howard takes a little different a tactic on the way the Thunder handle things. There's a nice tackle, and good job keeping that ball in on the tackle. Making that play. Was that Lorenzo that made the play? No, it might have been Runestad that made the play. And Runestad getting a little fiery over there. So this ball belongs to the Blizzard on a free kick. Clock continues to roll while the referee explains things and directs traffic a little bit. Runestad adjusts his shin guards and socks. And the referee adds to his grocery list. It will be Blizzard ball. Runestad is nearby Coach Randall, who wanted to share a few comments with him. And a Blizzard restart coming momentarily. They lead 1-0. The goal by Hostler in the 39th minute. Nice little touch pass to Hamed. He spins and almost lost it, but Hostler scrambles to it to keep possession going. Fired forward by Wolf. Crossing it. That's in front of most everybody. Hostler slides as he's coming up the middle there. But it is a goal kick for the Thunder. Duluth FC won the division last season. 11 wins. Dakota Fusion had 8. Med City 6. Twin Stars. Joy St. Louis Park. LC Eris. And Sioux Falls. And let's change that from a goal kick to a corner kick. This, I believe, is the first corner for the Blizzard. And it is lobbed to the middle, headed around, and there's a whistle there in the box. Foul against the Blizzard. So the first corner kick does not result in not a great opportunity, as it turns out. And the Thunder will take their time as they usually do. When Howard starts it, he just kicks it up to one of the defensemen. Now there's a turnover. So here the Blizzard get a good opportunity in the offensive third, the final third. And it appears that Anderson will be the one to trigger it in. Not quite 15 minutes into the second half. Well, big, strong defender there in Ayodele leads to a turnover on the inbound. Broughton was scrambling back out in the front of North, got in North's way, and actually draws the foul against the Thunder. So the ball belongs to the Blizzard. Big kick, middle of the pitch, but there's Howard, has to play it with his body, can't use his hands out there. Now an opportunity at the other end leads to a bit of a 2-on-1. There's a shot. Oh, what a stop by Wirt. Oh, my, 1-on-1. And I believe the player that was denied at point blank was Nick North. And then you get a quick restart. Now on that left side, lobbing back door. Goal! Putting that in is Shaneher, Ben Shaneher. That'd be in the 60th minute. Shaneher makes it a 1-1 game. Thunder score. This is right after an awesome stop by Shea Wirt. And we go 1-1 on the scoreboard. Summit Orth in Lakeville with orthodontic urgent care, open daily 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 6 locations metro-wide.
Ben Shaner. Shaner scoring for the Sioux Falls Thunder.
No assist announced there. Including Lakeville, Summit has you covered. Also set up your high school sports physical with them as well. That's Summit Ortho in Lakeville. So 1-1, we're back where we were where we started. Even. Sioux Falls has one game in, and it was a 1-1 draw. This is not the first time that the expansion Blizzard have had a lead in a game. There's a great job defensively by Cascone to deny an opportunity for and also prevent a goal kick. I think this belongs to the Blizzard. Yeah, good job by Cascone. He was battling hard with Beltran. And the ruling was a foul against Beltran, so a free kick a couple of yards up from their goal line. Battered through the middle part of the field and back to Howard. Blizzard are going to force the issue a little bit with him, getting more and more aggressive. There's a long pass intercepted. Broughton drops it back. Gascone, now he'll tie in Wirt. And Wirt traditionally has gone big with these kicks. He lobs this one over, and that one did go out. Now, Anderson was out of bounds, which is irrelevant, but the official also indicated the ball was out of bounds. Anderson can be out of bounds. That's not a problem, but the ball can't be. We've got a sub coming in. So 15 is out. And let's get that number.
14, Samson J.C.
JC has checked into the game. Tiakolov checks out of the game. JC is Gyasi. Samson JC has come into the match for the Blizzard in a 1-1 tie with the Thunder of Sioux Falls. And Sioux Falls threatening here in a big way. Big shot is wide. It bounces off the netting behind the goal, and it offers up a kind of a strange perspective initially because I saw the ball roll, I saw the netting move, but it's the netting behind the goal, not the netting of the goal. So for just a millisecond, I almost thought that one was in, which would be pretty quick back-to-back goals because Sioux Falls offering up some big pressure right now. Gascone at the last second got it to... Oh, I see. I got it. It was touched last by the Thunder. Gascone was just guarding the Thunder player from getting to the ball before it rolled behind the goal line, giving a goal kick to the Blizzard.
Checking in for the Thunder, number 36, Cesar Requena. Checking out, number 19, Eric Beltran.
Beltran is out, and Requena checks in. Cesar Requena, Requena. Requena checks in for the Thunder. Thunder coached by John Hakari, assisted by Nico Reinhard. Blizzard coached by Forrest Randall, assisted by Jason Obarski. Momentum swinging for the Blizzard there. Blizzard reclaim at center with Anderson. Gascone. And they work it up the far side. Wolf firing it ahead. And over there with the ball was JC. Powered up the far wing. Racing to it. Anderson, is that Anderson trying to get to it for the Blizzard? And do we have our corner kick for the Blizzard coming up? Hamed will go over there for that. It was Hostler as the deep man in. He's the one who has the goal for the Blizzard today. He was the deep man in on that previous play, and right now Hamed chips it to the center. It is headed, then headed toward the goal, and then redirected wide.
That's another Blizzard.
Another corner for the Blizzard, this time coming up from the near corner. 1-1 tie, not quite midway through the second half. And the Blizzard lining up the corner kick. They crash the net. Looking on that backside, headed by, pretty sure that was JC, but it was wide. So a goal kick results for the Thunder. Thunder scored in the 60th minute, answering Hostler's goal from the 39th minute, and 1-1.
Checking in for the Thunder, number 15, Rob Amaro. Checking out number 2, Josiah Trimble.
Trimble out. Amaro is in. Robert Amaro is in for the Thunder. Howard handles the ball, passes that forward to Kohler. And then Iodele. A lot of contact, a lot of congestion here in the middle. Hamed, he gets run off the ball by Amaro. Fired forward for, well, let's see, JC trying to get the right angle, rounds on it. Requene with the shot that bounces into the belly of Wirt. So Ricana had an opportunity of sorts there. Not a real high percentage chance. Great save by Shea Wirt. As that halfway point of the second half approaches in a 1-1 draw. There is no overtime in the National Premier Soccer League. No overtime, at least not during regular season play. A throw-in comes right back to JC. Pass to him from Wolf, and then lost out right in front of their own bench. Quick throw-in by the Thunder. They turn that over, but the Blizzard turn it right back over, and just a little hot potato through the middle third as the teams trade possessions on each kick. Now dribbling his way up the pitch. As he went to change direction, the Blizzard step in front for a steal. And this comes back to Shea Wirt. Wirt's got a pretty big leg. He gets this one past the halfway point, turned over there. Rutledge had it for a moment. Now the ball is centered to Burke. And Burke's pass is a little bit behind. I think that's Amaro. Interesting font on the number 15. Now here's a ball that gets past Howard, who falls down. And the whistle on the foul is against the Blizzard. So Howard took a tumble, but he got bailed out a bit by Glissendorf. And the ball will belong to the Thunder. Another foul against the Blizzard. Howard handles the ball. A lot of small ball here for the Blizzard, working it up the pitch. Left-footed pass. That one comes ahead to Amaro. Then he gives it off. Good save to keep it in, but turned it over in the process. Give and go right back to Ahmed. And Hamed looking to lead it for a teammate. Instead, it comes back to Howard. He was trying to find Runestad. Ayodele, big-time defenseman, and he's got some speed. He's got some length to his gait. Whoops. I think a yellow has been issued. And then one of the Blizzard players kicked the ball into an opponent. So a yellow card. 70th minute for the yellow. On Sioux Falls. So we've passed the midway point of the second half. A 1-1 game. Blizzard scored in the first. The Thunder have scored here in the second half. Very physical, and it results in a goal kick. Very physical play over in that deep corner. We're at Lakeville North High School, home of the Panthers, even though right now it is the home of the Blizzard. Panthers in each end of the field, the large Panther logo at midfield as well. They've got some different Blizzard things around here, sponsors on the fence in front of us, and some Blizzard tenting inside the admission area.
Checking in for the Blizzard, number 11, Eamon Boateng.
Boateng is into the game.
13, Ashton Hostler.
And Hostler taking a breather, taking his timeout here. So Boateng new into the match for the Blizzard. I believe Boateng is one of the players that has some experience, and I thought I read that he actually was on this Thunder team in the past, although I did not see his name on last year's roster. But Boateng, a guy who comes out of Farmington and played at Rosemount High School. Oh boy, there's a collision right on the edge of the box. And no whistle, no foul anyway, but right along that penalty box area. Turnover gives another opportunity. Kohler, his pass knocked down. So the Blizzard, they've got a man open ahead to Hamed. Hamed 2-on-2 as he comes through. Left-footed pass does not connect with Runestad. And Hamed chases it over into the corner. It is a throw-in for the Blizzard from there. So a throw-in pretty deep. Herberts and Gerberts, the Blizzard sandwich sponsor. Visit the Lakeville location for an awesome sub. Herberts, Gerberts.
Checking out number 29, Tyson Reitzma.
Reitzma out and Dobson, number 16, in for Sioux Falls. The throw-in is lost to the Thunder. Now it's ahead to Just. Just had a great scoring chance early in this game. Just try to cross that. Getting in the way is Ayodele. And turned over to the Thunder. Pass threaded back through, turned over to the Blizzard. With the ball was Anderson trying to protect it from Amaro, who was forcing the issue. This will come back to Anderson. Quick over his shoulder, see if anybody coming up on his blind side. Hamed did a great job faking out a player, but then he lost the ball and kind of twisted himself down to the turf. Back to Howard, who has to race to get to that one. Swings it up that far wing. Boateng has got a lot of hustle in him, just coming in off the bench for the Blizzard. Boateng, Boateng. South Dakota State University for him. Some college playing out there. And here's another sub. And I think that's Lorenzo. Iker Lorenzo out of Spain. Appears to be the player new into the match.
Checking into the Blizzard, number 8, Iker Lorenzo.
Howard. Frost, I believe, checked out.
Frost.
This comes back to Anderson. He'll tie in Wirt. Wirt with the left foot drives it forward. So we're approaching the 30-minute mark of the second half. So that would put us 75 minutes into the game and leave us 15 minutes to go. We're approaching that point. A whistle and a call that goes against the Blizzard. The Thunder get a restart fairly deep into the offensive half. Turned over, but then turned right back over, and Ayodele finds Amaro on the outside. Amaro tips it, passes it to his right to Shaner. Shaner has the goal for the Thunder. This will be a Sioux Falls throw-in deep in the corner. Ball kids doing their job, sprinting after the loose soccer ball. And Amaro will throw it in from the near corner. Really deep in the corner. So deep in the corner, he's off your screen. But he's back. Throw in. Headed forward, and then is that Lorenzo? But a ball will be lost to the Thunder, and they'll regroup on their own half. But there's Howard almost at the midway stripe. His pass goes ahead to Kohler. So the Thunder prodding, threatening, after having tied the game a little while ago, 1-1 draw. Broughton, it gets it forward now. Race to the ball. Howard will have the advantage. And not much Hamed can do. Amaro, nice little move to get away from Broughton. And Rutledge works it up the far side. Pass to the middle. That is Burke, I believe. Comes over to Amaro. Amaro crosses it. Actually ends up putting that right on. Wirt is able to slide down, make the stop, grab the ball, and he will punt it in back into play. And Lorenzo gets it off the header. Opportunity. Oh, and again, just that big size that Ayodele has. Size and speed, what a combo. And when it looked like the Blizzard player would burst past him, he was not only able to manhandle him off the ball, but he was able to race ahead of him. ball there's Dobson. Dobson got it forward to North, and then North loses it out. It'll be a Blizzard throw-in. Down to about 13 minutes or so remaining. Haven't had much injury time that I can think of here in the second half. There is no overtime. Howard, not afraid to dribble the ball. Amaro will tip. Anderson, tackle there by Anderson to try and pull the ball free. A player goes flying down. Play continues as Dobson spins to the turf. JC hustles to the ball as the Blizzard look to organize. This is Blizzard throw in. That pass was deflected out. Next up for the Blizzard, a week from Saturday, they will be at Siouxland United FC at Bishop Heelan Field, Park Memorial Field. Siouxland United next up for the Blizzard. Thunder. And there's Howard for the ball. Iodele. Good pass. It was actually tipped, however, and turned over. Nice job by Just getting to the ball just out of Lakeville. Able to work the turnover in favor of the Blizzard, and the ball will belong to the Blizzard on an out-of-bounds play. Center Point Dental, with 4 experienced dentists across 2 convenient locations in Lakeville and Burnsville, Center Point Dental is dedicated to providing professional quality care to patients of all ages. Call for an appointment today. Blizzard throw in, roughly from midfield. About 10 minutes to go. 1-1 draw. Broughton tips it forward. Iodele is there. And a Blizzard player is slow to get up. And so far has not gotten up. And now a whistle. While the Thunder were in possession, the whistle comes. And the Blizzard player down is Lorenzo. Iker Lorenzo out of Spain has not been in the match all that long. But he takes a hard contact, goes down to the turf. Mr. Howard is making a presentation to the referee. And Max Just is showing the ref what he feels he saw. Clear Choice Consulting, supporting dental offices to reach new heights for over 5 years. And X Hydration, the official sports drink and kit sponsor of the Minnesota Blizzard FC. Check out their Arctic Blast flavors sold at home games and at Hy-Vee very soon. The restart is going to come on the Blizzard defensive half. I know when things stopped, the Thunder were in control of the ball when the referee blew the whistle. Clock continues to run through this delay. The referee will decide how much time to put on in the way of injury time after we hit the 90-minute mark. So Thunder with the ball, 1-1 draw. Thunder tied it in the second half after the Blizzard scored first in the first half. The Blizzard goal by Hostler, and Shaner had the goal for the Thunder.
Blizzard goal kick.
Goal kick for Minnesota. And headed the other way by Iodele. Amaro on the near side. Amaro crosses it, but that went off of Anderson. Then Hamed into traffic. He got through it, though. Hamed and a tackle And the ball lost. It'll belong to the Blizzard. That was Iodele on that tackle. Forrest Randall, the coach, has spent 6 years as director and of coaching, and more recently executive director of Lakeville Soccer Club. 11 years as an assistant coach with McAllister and St. Catherine and the MIAC. He says, "I'm extremely excited to take on the challenge and lead the Blizzard in their inaugural season. I see a tremendous opportunity to bring a level of soccer the South Metro has been missing. We plan to build a foundation of success that can resonate and inspire our local youth in the game of soccer. Wants to be an attack-minded, hard-working team," is what Forrest Randall says of the type of coaching he intends to do for this Blizzard club in their first year. Linares has come in for Anderson. Linares. Woods in for the Thunder, North out. Woods in, North out for the Thunder as we approach the final 8 or 9 minutes of this contest in a 1-1 draw. Again, there is not overtime. Lobbed forward. Right on the edge of the box. I think that's Shaner. Whistle on the call goes against the Thunder. So it is a free kick from that point for the Blizzard, and they'll defer to Shea Wirt approaching the final 5 minutes. This is the second half. I don't know why it still says 1 on my screen. I haven't been able to fix that. Try that again. This is the second half. Second half. I already fixed it to the second half once on the screen, and it defaulted to the wrong number again. Right off the body of a Thunder player, out of bounds at their bench. The throw in, tight quarters up that far sideline. Boateng trying to bounce it toward the middle. It's out. But it belongs to the Blizzard. Time running out on this one, a 1-1 draw. JC threads a pass through. We get a whistle. And I think they're calling an offside. So the Thunder will restart things, approaching 5 minutes remaining. No pressure on that player running up the sideline at this point. Feeds that one forward and into the corner. Cascone will go grab the ball, and it'll be a throw-in for the Blizzard. And turned over on the throw-in. That ball comes back to Iodele. He'll power it to the near side. Amaro, and overshoot him by just a whisker. And it is a goal kick for Minnesota. The Blizzard under 5 minutes on the clock, plus injury time, which shouldn't be a whole lot more than the first. We had the injury just a couple of minutes ago to Lorenzo, slow to get back to his feet. But that's about the only delay I think we've had in the second half, so we won't have a lot of extra time added. Batted back and forth through the middle, a header this way, a header that way, and then trapped and controlled by Woods, but then he lost it. Cascone, he's trying to find Boateng, but he's cut off by Rutledge. And this one is out and will belong to the Thunder. And Howard, boy, he has 2 players in front of him wearing the dark uniforms of the Blizzard to make life a little tough that time. And there's a pass intended by Wolf that bounces off a couple of Thunder players. This one comes through, and Iodele will drop it on back to his keeper, Howard. And the Thunder lose that one. Lorenzo moves it forward. I think that's Glissendorf who's there. This ball will belong to the Blizzard down to the final few minutes. Blizzard hoping for late game magic and their first ever victory. They've had 3 losses. A draw would also be significant, but they want a little more than that. 1 game into the season, a draw is what Sioux Falls has as their one result, and Sioux Falls comes over the center line, a tackle attempt. It does result in a turnover in the Blizzard's favor. Pass looking for Hamed. It didn't get all the way through. Amare knocks it down. Little touch pass on a give and go, then a quick pass fired ahead for Woods. It's behind him. It rolls to the line and out. Belongs to the Blizzard down to the final couple of minutes. We do have a player or two ready to come in, it looks like. It looks like Talon Dobson. Trace Dobson is also on the roster. Clock continues to run even on the substitutions as the player runs all the way across the pitch to be where he's supposed to be to resume play down to the final couple of minutes. Blizzard on the throw-in. Headed forward by Runestad. He's in a battle with Adele, who tips that ball over to Burke. Driven forward and headed back the other way. Good bit of momentum, gets a little bit of a rush going forward. Amare, his shot goes high. Good scoring chance right there. It'll be a goal kick. So we're down to the final minute of clock time, knowing that injury time could be added. It is the second half. Yeah, on my graphic on the screen, it keeps reverting to a 1. Trust me, folks, this is the second half. Substitution into the match for the Blizzard. And there is the goal kick. Coming into the match, by the way, was Pablo Matos. Matos has checked in for the Blizzard. And Hamed is the one who left the match. Back to Howard. Over to Howard. Oh, a tackle attempt that time by Runestad. Blizzard have gotten more and more aggressive with Jack Howard as much and as far out as he has been. Burke fires that forward on the left side, not able to get there. This should be Blizzard throw in. So at this point, we are into injury time. This game could end at any moment, and I'm not expecting there to be a lot of injury time from the second half. They only put on about a minute at the end of the first half. So we're in added time here, and this one comes through to Howard. Might have been a Blizzard player offside, so he had to be careful not to go for the ball. Looked like one of the players was a little hesitant to chase after it. Kicked high in the air. Getting up to his feet is Broughton as he was knocked down, but he's back to his feet. Broughton out of England, University of Rio Grande for him. Here's the Thunder, one of the final chances of the game. Good job knocking down that lead pass. Ladars knocked that pass down, so he makes an impact in his time in late. Back to Howard. He'll wait for this one, field it. We've gone past 1 extra minute. Added time here. Iodele gets pressured a bit by Matos. Iodele. And now the Thunder. Burke, left wing. It could be the official indicates to the players how much time is remaining. We don't know up here in the box where we're at, except that we're in injury time now. Edge of the box, a center try, and it will roll out.
Blizzard goal kick.
Goal kick for the Blizzard. 1-1 is where we're at. And time and opportunities are running out. Blizzard are off until the 8th of June. Their next home game here at Lakeville North High School is against Duluth on June 12th. Sioux Falls host Duluth this coming Saturday for their next action. The goal kick for the Blizzard ends up turning into a Thunder possession. Player tumbles down, a whistle. So here's a free kick from a good opportunity. This is a good distance for the Thunder. And even if injury time is up, they're going to give them this last opportunity at the very least. And we're now almost 3 minutes into injury time. Got to give them the 10 yards. So lining up the ball, 27, that is Kohler. Kohler lining it up. He's backed up by Rutledge. Kohler lobs it down low, headed. Tapped in the air. Flying in the air was Boateng trying to keep it going away from his keeper. Oh, a header and then driven down to the turf. He was checked down to the turf after heading it. 3+ minutes into injury time in a 1-1 draw. Wirt hollering instructions to his team. The keeper for the Blizzard drives this ball forward and turned over to Sioux Falls. Fired back the other way. The race to the ball will be won by Howard. Howard rolls it forward and kicks it. And then handling it at the midfield is Burke. 4 minutes into injury time at this point. And on the left wing, a cross attempt. Broken up. That ball flies out of bounds. Going to get a quick throw in because everything has to be quick now. And another throw in if play continues. Keep changing their mind on who's going to throw it in. Throw in. A header, a kick. Oh, what a save. And then recollecting himself, and the ball is Wirt. That is a game-saving save by Shea Wirt nearly 5 minutes into injury time. That was a big one. He's had 2 or 3 really big saves today. A long punt headed the other direction. And that is full time. So about 5 minutes of extra time, and this one ends in a draw, 1-1. Hostler from Hamed came at the 39th minute for the Blizzard, and Shaner in the 60th minute for the Thunder. TOCA Soccer, check out their upgraded facility in Burnsville. They are the official indoor training site of the Minnesota Blizzard FC. And Chef Neal's Healthy Meals, great health food options with delivery. Check them out on their website. Use promo code SOCCER10 for a 10% discount on all orders. Finally, Holiday Inn in Lakeville, the official hotel of the Minnesota Blizzard FC. Nice job, Curtis. Appreciate the work. My name is Roy. As we wrap up on things here from Lakeville North High School, a kids soccer club night I think will be a regular occurrence. Kids will be involved in these home Blizzard games to one degree or another. The Blizzard have their first draw. After an 0-3 start on the season, the Blizzard end up in a 1-1 draw with Sioux Falls. So the Blizzard are now 0 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. And Sioux Falls is 0 wins, 2 draws, and no losses. Sioux Falls will host Duluth on Saturday, and the Blizzard next game will be at Siouxland on Saturday, June 8th, Siouxland United FC. All right, I think that'll wrap things up. You see the officials congratulating players on a fun game, a fun night of soccer here at Lakeville North High School. A pleasure bringing it to you here on Game Time Media. Hope you can be along for the upcoming games for the Blizzard as well. And be sure to thank those sponsors who are members of the Blizzard team. Check their website for more information on what's happening with Minnesota Blizzard Soccer. So a good Memorial Day weekend to you. And the final is, let me flash that up here on the screen, get the final tabulation on there of a 1-1 draw, the Blizzard and the Sioux Falls Thunder. Good night from Lakeville.